Hello everyone, I'm going to record this very quickly, and I'm going to be very quiet as I'm recording this because it is kind of late at night as I am recording this. Well, not super late, but like everyone's in bed and I don't want to wake them up. But I am editing this episode, this little bonus episode for the podcast, and I realized the first 15 minutes or so, my guest host Jace's sound quality is a little funky. It sounds like he's underwater a bit and like gargling water as he speaks. I'm sorry about that. Do not worry, it fixes in the rest of the episode. So do not worry about it. If it's bothering you a bit too much, you can just skip ahead. The second half of the episode, or at least after that intro, is when all the actual discussion happens. But it's a great intro if you can handle it. Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode. Thank you for supporting the podcast. I'll let the show do the rest of the talking. You're about to get jump scared in 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome listeners to Courage, Wisdom, Power. The show where you go for the games and stay for the podcast. Stay for the message. And as we have said for the last few episodes, our mission statement is to have the courage to I didn't come prepared for this. You know the mission statement if you've listened to other episodes. So yeah, do that. Do what the statement says. Yeah. So I'll say it at the end this time around because I wasn't prepared and didn't have the doc out that says it. Anyways, today I am co-hosting alongside our guest, my good friend Jace.
Hello.
He's a very neat person. He's very cool. He's gonna tell us about some
Why,
stuff.
thank you. Likewise.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna have a fun time. I'm gonna start off with some introduction questions, because I want these guest host episodes to be very focused on the guest and not me, because you hear my voice for hours at a time, and you don't need to hear it any more than you already do. So, I'm gonna do a questionnaire that I did last time we recorded a guest episode, which was sadly deleted and non-existent now. But yeah, we are gonna start this now. This is the most awkward intro ever. I'm so sorry, guys. How am I doing?
Yes.
How am I doing, man? How am I doing?
You're doing pretty well. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do a little questionnaire that I did last time we recorded, which is sadly deleted by Craigbot. R.I.P. Original episode. How are you feeling physically right now?
Physically, I'm doing pretty swell. Got no aches and pains. I'm doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good. That's good to hear. That's very good to hear. Emotionally, how are you doing?
Emotionally, I'm doing just swell. Got nothing to complain about right now.
Oh, sick. Has your school started yet?
School started 2 weeks ago.
Oh, sick. Mine was a week and a half ago.
Yeah, so I'm excited to be back.
You're happy to be
Pre-calc
back?
is fun.
Ooh.
Pre-calc.
You're pre-calc guy?
It would be algebra 3.
Mm-hmm.
Some people it's algebra 3 or trig. It's basically just algebra 3 and trig combined into one class.
Yeah. I'm taking pre-calc right now. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough for a not
easy,
smart
honestly.
person. For a not smart person, it's rough.
So far, it's been for a not smart person. As somebody who's planning on going into aerospace engineering, which is literal rocket science, at least half of it.
Uh-huh.
I kind of have to be. So
Yeah.
although the fact that it get pretty easy so far is good enough for me.
I
So,
mean,
you know.
it's not rocket science, but it is though.
Yeah,
But
it's not
like,
rocket science.
it is. But
Well, not yet. It'll get there, but right now it's not.
right now it's not. Yeah.
It's
Um,
leading to rocket science.
it's leading to rocket science.
It's
Yes.
3 steps down.
3 steps down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what was the next question? Oh yeah, how are you doing? Well, how are you doing academically? Outside of pre-calc,
Academically, I'm doing pretty great.
doing pretty
High
great.
school is fall junior, and I'm also a freshman in college. I've been doing some extra classes there.
Uh huh.
I've got a humanities and a got humanities, a microeconomics, and the it's just some random class that like this college requires you to do.
Yeah.
It's like college is basically it's just like this. You need to do these things to be successful in college, and that's basically the class, and it's only half a semester, so
Yeah.
it'll be easy.
That'll be
Well, it
fine.
is easy. Classes
Oh,
are
okay.
hard.
Wow.
Honestly, I'd say I'm gonna have a harder time with pre-calc than I will with any of my college classes,
Wow. That's something.
at least this year.
Yeah. Um,
So,
and then the big question: how are you doing spiritually?
oh, spiritually, boy, I'm doing pretty swell. Went to church today. We
Mhm.
talked about Paul of Tarsus. I don't which one is it first? It's Saul.
Saul, yes. Saul.
Am I remember correctly? Yes, Saul of Tarsus.
Saul to Paul.
Um, which, which is Paul. Which obviously is a good point of knowledge for me since we did that. We talked about that a lot this year and last year at camp.
And the year before that. And the
So-
year before that.
And the year before that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Good point of knowledge for you, yeah.
it was pretty, yeah.
Mhm.
So it was pretty easy.
Pretty good,
Easy
pretty
stuff
good.
to
Nice. All right. And then what game you been playing recently? What's the what game did you play the most recently? Last game you played?
well, I was literally just before this I was playing Dark Souls 3. So
Nice.
I just Late Night Gale, which is the final boss for the final DLC.
Mhm.
So I've now beaten every boss in the game, and I'm now working on getting every spell type. So every pyromancy, or every miracle, and every sorcery.
Sick.
So as those are achievements. So I'm having fun.
Having fun.
Already got all the achievements in Elden Ring. So
Yeah.
wait
That's
for the DLC for that. Honestly, I'm really excited for the lore applications because the thing on the poster, it's Mikola riding Torrent, which is the horse, and Mikola is one of the demigods.
Mhm.
You never actually talk to him. He has cut dialogue, and he has like a
really?
special cut area
Wow.
that you can find in like the original version of the game, like right when it came out, or it may possibly even earlier
Really?
in the files.
That's crazy.
But he had a whole side quest. He was gonna have his whole end. He was gonna have an ending to himself.
Wow.
But I think they ended up moving all of the stuff that was Mikola,
Mhm.
and they moved that to DLC.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For people who are listening who don't know, the DLC, the Shadow of the Erd Tree, is taking place, I believe, at sometime after whatever ending the player got.
Yeah.
Obviously, obviously, it's immediately after to the
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
At some point, it takes place some point after.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be really interesting lore wise.
Yeah, I think it'll be
I'm really
very
excited.
interesting.
I hope they got some new weapons that are gonna be really cool.
Oh,
Obviously,
you know they will.
they're gonna have some new weapons, but like if none of them are like really good or really cool, then I'm
Mhm.
just saying I might not like it.
I mean, I don't think anyone will, because that's like one of the big parts of Dark Souls DLC, just having like the coolest weapons ever. or just Soul-like
Yeah, the coolest
DLC in general.
Yeah.
Like
That's just what the Soul stuff is.
yeah, like Bloodborne, the DLC had like the saw at the end of a staff that you could swing around, and like that was one of the DLC weapons.
Yeah. See, I have no idea because I've never played Bloodborne. Bloodborne.
Yeah,
I didn't even know it had a DLC.
Yeah, no, it does.
Demon
have
Souls
DLC. Wait, Demon Souls has DLC?
Demon Souls does not.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
Believe.
That's what I thought because that's a PS2.
From a lore standpoint, that's my favorite game.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I wish they would have made a DLC for the remake. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah. That would have been awesome. Yeah, the Bloodborne DLC, one of the bonus weapons you get is what is it? It's like a big old staff, but there's a spinning saw blade at the end of it, and you can just swing that into enemies, and it's like the coolest thing ever. And like that's from what I've heard. Yeah, from what I've heard, that's like the standard for Dark Souls DLC weapons, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something like that in Elden Ring. It's called Giza's Wheel. It's basically just a giant spinning saw blade attached to a staff, and its weapon art is it just spins and you run at people. Dang.
Yeah, that sounds like the.
It's pretty broken.
Yeah.
Well, it's not broken. It's an all right weapon. I have better, but it's fun to mess with.
Yeah. All right, so the main part of this episode, this will be a J-Sled episode.
Yeah.
Can I call you Jace, or do you want me to call you by your basically real name at this point? Around these parts.
Fine.
All right. Jace or Cleetus is what I'm saying.
Whatever you feel like.
All right.
Whatever you feel more comfortable.
Honestly, I feel more comfortable with Cleetus. I'm more used to that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man, but like.
Yeah.
I'm very used to that. It feels a little weird to say Jace. Yeah. So Cleetus, I'm gonna refer to you as Cleetus. Oh yeah, we worked together. We worked together this summer at camp. Yeah. Yeah. That's the connection. We're not just random friends. Like we work together at camp. Yeah. So his camp name is Cleetus.
Yeah, this was our third year.
Yeah, this was his third year.
My camp name. Yeah.
Yeah, his camp name's Cleetus, and he's just so well known by that name, by that like most people at camp like feel weird calling him anything else because it fits so well.
Yeah, I mean, I know people. I know what is it? Joe never introduced me as anything other than Cleetus.
Yeah, Joe introduced you as Cleetus.
So now his ex, who I'm actually currently really good friends with. She's just a good person.
Yeah.
But she only calls me by Cleetus.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, what else would she call you?
You know, what else? What else is there?
Yeah.
The
corn board?
I don't know. I just spit out. I don't know. Just other options.
Other options. Yeah.
Oh, there's a lake.
All right. So, what was I gonna do? So we can either jump right into the main part, and then like later on have like the music break halfway through what you're saying, or I could have the music break right before it, and then I don't like break your when you're like in the flow of what you're saying.
You should do the music break now.
Music break now? That sounds like a very, very good idea. All right. Shoot, I didn't have a song planned for this. I will.
I got a song for you.
You got a song? Is it by a small artist that is not very well known? What is it?
I was gonna ask you to play Dark Souls.
Play the Dark Souls theme. I'm gonna put Dark Souls music in this episode, like here and there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that.
I'll just put I'll put a couple in the in the thing here.
Yeah. Any that you want to play in the background of what you're saying, like I'll pop that in there in post. Like I'll do
Alright.
that.
Okay. Swagalicious, brother.
Swagalicious, bro. Let me just check my playlist, my main playlist on Spotify real quick, and then just pick a random song by a small artist. Let's go with I'm really looking. Trust me, guys. I got one. Let's go with the song "Homies" by Henrik. He's a very small artist. Uh, I this song is very good. It's about the friends you grew up with, and it's just it's a good vibe. And he's too small of an artist for this world. Anyways, we'll be right back. Here is "Homies."
Yeah.
I don't wanna write another love song. Yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but it's done song. Yeah, it's getting on. Yo, put that top down, let it roll. This one for the. Please don't come around me if you're coming with the fake love. This one for the hometown team and the day ones. This one for the dudes who always got my back. So if you hear this, better raise a glass. This one for the homies, yeah. The boys who really know me. Yeah, the ones who stood around even when we ain't winning. They gon' be the same ones here when it's finished. This one for the nights living dangerous, falling on the pavement. Anyone can get it with them boys that never play with. Life sucks when you living it on your lonely. So this one's for the homies. This one's for the homies. Tell me, can you take me back when we was playing Little League? I don't know what happened, where the time go. How'd we get so far? Now we all grown. When life gets so hard, we just gotta keep one foot in front of the other. Cause God got us and we got each other. So we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. This one for the homies, yeah. The boys who really know me, yeah. The ones who stood around even when we ain't winning. They gon' be the same ones here when it's finished. This one for the nights living dangerous, falling on the pavement. Anyone can get it with them ones that never play with. Life sucks when you living it on your lonely. So this one's for the homies. This one for the homies. Yeah. Thank God for the homies.
All right, we're back. How'd
We're
you
back.
like the song,
Hey, guys.
Hey guys, his mic is fixed
It's me.
now.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. His mic's fixed now. We don't know why, but you know what?
My computer turned off and then it was fixed.
His computer's turned
Oh.
off, and now it doesn't sound like a McDonald's fryer. So that's
And he would know.
and I would know. I would know what that sounds like.
I know what another type of fryer sounds like. The fryer had a bar.
The fryer at a bar.
I know what that one sounds like because I work at one of those.
Because you work at a bar. All right, so he's got a whole spiel, a big old spiel that he has planned out and everything. He's got like a PowerPoint that he's
I
gonna
sure
go
do.
through.
You guys better get ready
You guys better get ready. I know this
for
isn't
the
a visual
lore of
media.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, he's doing the entire lore of Elden Ring.
Yeah. Well, basically up to I'm doing up to like
up to
okay, so it looks like what did I do? So
What?
outer god. So it looks like I'm covering pretty much everything up to the point of the start,
all right,
like the starting point
all right,
of the
sick.
game.
Everything up to the start of the game.
So I'm covering like the god. Basically, it looks like I'm just covering the gods.
All right, cool. That's a fun topic.
So, but like I'm gonna run down like other stuff that has to do with them and how each one met and each one was born.
And
and the stuff that happened before those gods were gods or anything.
Yeah.
So, first things first, in the lore of Elden Ring, you got to start with the primordial beings. Well, they may be
Alright.
primordial. I don't know. They're outer gods though, so basically,
Basically,
so
they are.
we're going to talk. The first one we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the one that's the most well known, or the one that we know the most about, and that is the Greater Will.
Okay.
So the Greater Will is, well, it's the most prominent outer god in the lands between, which is the place where Elden Ring takes place. There are other lands, but we haven't been there. Like there's the land of reeds, which is mentioned in like the katanas and Yura's armor. It's mentioned in their descriptions. It's like a war torn. I'm assuming it's like a feudal Japan type of place.
That would be fitting.
Based upon the armor and the weapons.
Yeah,
and the
that
description.
fits.
So, anywho, the lands between is governed by, at least at the time of Elden Ring, the Greater Will. Before that, it was governed by a god which was, it's mentioned in Placidusax's stuff, I believe. And Placidusax is a boss in Fair Missoula. He used to be a 4-headed dragon. Now he only has 2 heads. He has 4 wings, 4 legs. He's just a whole bunch of he has a whole bunch of stuff. He's just weird. But I believe he was the first dragon, something like that. He was either the first dragon or he's just like this. Well, he's the strongest. He used to be the Dragon Lord, he was the Lord before the first Elden Lord, which is what the player can become at the end of Elden Ring. And also Godfrey and Radagon were both Elden Lords, but we're going to talk about those guys later. So back to the Greater Will. The Greater Will is currently takes hold of the lands between. It's mostly dormant. I believe it got there by sending. The first thing it did is it sent out the 2 fingers, and it sent out the Elden Beast.
All right.
Now the 2 fingers. Is its main like incarnation, I suppose, or its messengers.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what they are, but they speak for the Greater Will.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
And there's people called finger readers, which will interpret, because the fingers don't speak in a normal sense, right?
Yeah.
So that's what the finger readers are for. They interpret what the fingers are trying to say.
All right.
And they can give you a pretty good sense of what they're trying to say. Now the Elden Beast was sent down, I believe, as a star or something like that.
Yeah.
And it came down, and it basically just looks like, it looks like the night sky in a crystallized form.
All right.
It has a sword, and it has 2 legs and 2 arms, and it has a long neck and a head, but you can't really make out any features on the head. It's basically just like a nub.
All right.
So the Greater Will. This is where all your miracles come in. The miracles are governed by the Greater Will. They're all based on the Greater Will and such, and they're all magic. They're magic stuff. It's weird.
Yeah.
The second god we know the most about, or the second outer god we know, is the frenzied flame. So the frenzied flame is basically the exact opposite of the Greater Will. All it wants is just chaos, and that's about it.
All right.
Which is where you could get the Chaos Flame. Madness is a status effect that is brought upon by the Frenzied Flame. you can get. Oh yeah, the Greater Will has an ending based upon it, and I think that's just like the base ending
Yeah.
of the game where you don't do anything special.
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 endings. There's one for the Greater Will. There's one for the Frenzied Flame. There's one for Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
There's one for Fia. There's one for the Gold Mask, and then there's one for the Dung Eater. He's
All right.
funny.
The
He
Dung
eats poop.
Eater. Oh yeah, I figured.
The Frenzied Flame. So the Frenzied Flame, like I said, as it's the opposite, it also has the 3 fingers. Now there's only one pair of 3 fingers in the entire
3
game.
fingers?
There's several pairs of 2 fingers, but there's only one 3 fingers. You can find
Alright.
that under Lanedell, which is the capital of the Lands Between.
All right.
Actually, it's or at least it's the capital of of Atlas Plateau.
I'm looking up
What was I gonna
these
say?
in Google Images, like as you say them.
So the 3 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
You find it underground.
3 fingers. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally just 3 fingers.
Alright, cool.
You find it underground, and if you so you can't actually interact with the door that leads to it unless you take all your clothes off.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'm seeing that now. I see that in these images now.
Because
okay.
what it does is it burns your body with chaos flames or the frenzied flame. So you are now. So you're now the. Basically, you are to the frenzied flame what America is to the is to the Greater Will. At that point.
All right. Cool.
You're basically a god.
All right.
But like, you don't have any god powers because that would be broken. In the game. But at that point, I believe, at least at a lore standpoint, you basically are a god.
Fun.
Now, we're gonna go to these other gods. Basically, we don't know a lot about at all, pretty much, but they exist.
Fun.
So there is the Formless Mother, right?
Formless Mother, okay.
Which is worshipped by Moog and anyone else who worships Moog or anything like that. So the Formless Mother is basically just somebody who is basically just an outer god who likes blood a whole lot.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And their followers can basically there's an incantation where they reach into her body and throw out fire blood or blood fire or whatever it is. It's just it throws out blood that is on fire and it causes bleed damage.
Fun.
It's pretty broken. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good incantation. So there's not really much mentions of her outside of anything Moog related. And there's pretty much no mentions of her. There's not really a lot that we get from those mentions. So we don't really know a lot about her other than that's the god that that's the outer god that Moog found. So I believe Moog found her when he was in the sewers of Lanedell. Because we'll talk about that later. That's actually an important lore standpoint. So we're going to talk about that when I reach Morgott and Moog.
I'm already looking up
after
a picture
that,
of Moog for later on.
Yeah.
All right.
You see him?
Oh yeah. Oh hey, that's a thirst trap of him. Oh fun.
Anyways, after that.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
After that is the Sealed God of Rot.
All right.
So the Sealed God of Rot.
Yes.
Actually, look up Melania. Because she's inhabited by the God of Rot.
Okay, I know what Melania looks like, but like.
Yeah. Do you know what she looks like in her rot form?
I do not. But
okay, look up Melania, Goddess of Rot.
Oh no, I see it.
Melania, Goddess of Rot, because that's her second phase. And that's when she blooms. Yeah. So the sealed God of Rot was sealed in the Lake of Rot, believe it or not. by two. It was like by one guy. What was he was the blue swordsman,
Alright.
or the swordsman, something like that. But
Something like that.
it's really interesting. Honestly, we do know a decent amount about how it was sealed, but we don't know pretty much anything about the blue swordsman other than he sealed it and then he ended up training Melania. So everything Melania knows about swordsmanship, I believe,
from the
or
blue
like most of
swordsman.
what she knows is from that guy.
Yeah.
And I believe because his whole thing is like flowing water and rot
Yeah.
is like stagnant stuff, right? So, when you look at a swamp, swamps are because, the water doesn't move.
Yeah.
So it's all stagnant and it's rotting. But when
Uh-huh.
you look at a river, you see it's clean because it's flowing. That's basically his whole
Oh.
thought process.
Yeah.
And so I believe because of the way that Melania did swordsmanship, it
Mhm.
helped stave off the rot a tiny bit. It wasn't perfect. The rot still progressed, but I believe it staved it off a tiny bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a whole lot about these gods, but I know they exist.
Uh-huh.
After that, we have the unnamed god of the twin birds. I'm gonna be honest.
Unnamed.
I know nothing about this other than the fact that it's mentioned, and I don't know what it. It's just it basically. I believe it just said in some of the twin birds incantations and stuff. It basically
Yeah.
just says that they worship a god, an outer god, and it's never stated what that god is. So it could be one of the gods already mentioned. It's highly unlikely because they have unique magic that is not
Yeah.
of any other of the outer gods. So
Uh-huh.
it's most likely just another outer god that's never mentioned anywhere else. The next outer god is the moon.
The moon?
So the moon is an outer god in this.
Okay. The moon.
And let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
So this is
Do they
actually,
steal
I
it?
believe, this might be the third most known about, I believe,
Yeah.
of the gods.
Yeah, because it's
Because
the moon.
it's so actually it plays a really big part in one of the endings
Yeah, I'm
because
seeing
of it's Ronnie.
Uh-huh.
Ronnie, that's the god, that's the outer god that Ronnie worships. Now Ronnie is actually a descendant of Marika in some way,
Alright.
shape, or form. Technically, she's a descendant of Radagon, but Radagon is Marika, so we're gonna get into that later.
Yeah.
It's weird, but we're gonna get into that.
Alright.
So basically, Ronnie worships another outer god, although she is an Empyrean, which is like somebody who's chosen by the Greater Will to be a candidate for being the Elden Lord. So the Greater Will literally chose her to become to have a greater possibility of becoming an Elden Lord, and she's just like, nah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna worship the moon.
Alright.
But
Alright.
there are some incantations. I mean, not incantations, sorceries that
Yeah.
are based on the moon. There are, I believe, there's what is it? It's like there's a moon dart or something like that, which is it's like another sword. It's just a moon version of another sorcery, but it's
Alright.
better in pretty much every way,
But
especially if
it's
you have
better.
the staff that boosts lunar sorceries,
Yeah.
which I do.
Oh,
Although I
lucky.
believe it requires either 50 or 60 intelligence, which is monumental.
Yeah. I can see
Um,
that.
Although I believe my character has 93 intelligence, so
93. Okay.
at least my main character. My other character has I basically started a new game with a new character.
Yeah.
So he's doing pretty well. I think I'm doing a strength build with him. Or no, I'm doing a dex. I'm pretty sure I'm just sinking stats into all. I'm sinking points into all of my stats because of the way the weapons I use.
Just like balancing
It
them out.
requires all of It requires all of them. I think the only thing I'm not sinking points into is faith,
All right.
because I don't need that for that character.
Oh yeah.
Um, so the moon, it's just cool. I don't know what to
It's
tell you.
pretty cool.
It's quite powerful, actually. I believe in Larunia or Liurnia, however you want to pronounce it. It was the predominant outer god until Marika came in.
All right.
The next one is the Fell God, or the god of the fire giants. We know basically nothing about this guy, other than the fact that all of the fire giants have faces in their chest, and if they get an offering, a giant eyeball opens on that face, and they get empowered by fireness.
Fun.
That's about it.
Fun.
So there's also the god of the ancient dragons, which is, so like I said before, Plasudasax was the dragon lord or the storm lord or whatever you want to say, before there was the first Elden Lord. So before the Greater Will came in, there was this god. This was the god that was reigning over the lands between.
Yeah.
Now I believe most of their stuff, their like home base was in Farum Azula, which is, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it's the second to last area of the game, behind Leyndell, City of Ash.
Yeah.
Because there's actually two different versions of Leyndell in the game.
Okay.
But okay, so that is all of the gods. Okay, so that's all of the
all of
outer
them?
gods.
Oh, all the outer
Yeah, it's all
gods.
of the outer gods, I believe, that are named. If I'm
Alright.
missing any, but
Oh.
I don't believe I am. So after this, I have next is the Elden Beast, which I've already covered. It was it's sent by the Greater Will as a golden star to be a vessel in the lands between. So it's just a vessel of the Greater Will.
And
basically.
it looks like
It's
a
the
big
strongest
lizard made of
vessel.
stars.
It does look like a big lizard made of stars.
Yeah.
After this, we're gonna talk about the main thing of the game, the Elden Ring.
The Elden Ring?
Elden Ring. The Elden Ring, the One Piece. Well, it used to be One Piece, and then it got broken up by several people.
Oh, okay.
Actually, just two, but you know. So the first thing that happened is not the first thing. The Elden Ring is made up of several different pieces, and each piece is called a rune. Now each rune can range from small to large. Runes are actually used as the currency, in the game. So it's like Souls and Dark Souls. But now each rune, so there are larger runes, right? There's Newman's runes, there's Lord's runes, there's just golden runes. There's rune arcs, which are kind of weird. I don't know how they fit into it, but I don't quite remember if they're part of the Elden Ring or not itself, or if they're just something else.
Yeah.
But there's 7 of these that we know about. No, I'm sorry, there's more.
There's more?
There's 7 that you can obtain.
Ah.
There are 2 others that you cannot have. I'm 3. Because you can't fight that boss, or the person threw them away. So I believe 2 of them are going to be in the DLC, and those would be the Great Rune of Mikola and the Great Rune of Godwin.
All right.
We don't know what great runes they had. Actually, Godwin might not have even had a great rune, because at least from a lore standpoint, because the Shattering, which is when when the Elden Ring was broken up into different runes, took place after he died. So it's just a whole thing. And then the other one is Ronnie's great rune, because she threw away her great rune to follow the moon, right?
Yeah.
I really wish, if it was me personally, I'm just saying, if I was the main character in Elden Ring, I would just go up to Ronnie and be like, "Hey, yo, where'd you throw your great rune? I can use that." Like, I just need to know. Like, it probably does something really cool.
Probably does.
But no, we have no idea where she threw it away.
Man.
So there's, what is it? I think there's 7 that you can get. There's Renala's great rune,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't even know how she has a great rune because she's not a demigod.
Yeah.
At least it's never stated that she's a demigod, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
There is Rykard's great rune. There's Radahn's great rune.
Mm-hmm.
Godric's,
Godric. Yeah.
Malenia's, Morgoth's, and Mohg's. Those are the 7 great runes that you can get. Each one does something different.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are similar. Some of them are wildly different.
Ah.
Like I think Malenia's, what it does is, I believe, if you take damage, you have a certain time window to re-heal that damage by dealing damage.
All right.
That's weird to explain. So if you take damage, you have an opportunity to heal by doing damage yourself.
Oh.
I don't know if
okay.
that makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like the Bloodborne healing system.
Yeah.
Where if you, it's exactly the Bloodborne healing system. If you took
Yeah.
damage, you had a limited time window to re-heal a part of that damage you took by doing damage to enemies. And then there's stuff like, what is it? Morgoth's great rune, which I believe it increases your max HP by 25% or something like that.
All right.
I believe that might not, probably not the correct number. But I don't really care to fact check it because I'm too lazy. Actually, here, let me check. Morgoth's. Okay, so it does. How much does it raise your maximum HP? Is it gonna say? Yeah, it is 25%. I'm a genius. All right. And then there's my personal favorite, Godric's Great Rune, which increases all of your stats by 5.
All right.
Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but early game, it is so broken because all of your stats could go from like 15 to 20, and that just, because like that's when your vigor, its increase is like 50 to 100 per level. That's a max, or per your max HP, because that's what vigor increases, is your max HP. So
right.
that could be like 50 to 100. That could, I mean, that's like, I think max is 50 though. I think so. It's probably like 250 extra max HP.
Yeah.
Which is substantial. Because I think, although the most on my character I think I've ever reached was like 2,000, maybe 3,000, somewhere in there, in that range on the other character. But 3,000 I believe is pushing it. I know it's somewhere in between 2,000 and 3,000. So I'm just saying those two as baselines. But yeah, so none of the great runes are bad per se. Like if you had a rune arc and you had a great rune and you only had one of them, you should activate it because it's just better. It's just, the game's just easier with them. So after that, so the Elden Beast, the Elden Ring, made up of many runes. There's also another rune. There's two, so there's one more rune that is one of the biggest in here. We're gonna it's called, we're actually gonna talk about it. No, we're gonna talk about it now. It's called the Rune of Death, or it's also called the Destined Death.
Okay,
which
just jump right in.
Yeah, so basically it just means that as long as that is in there, you can die.
Fine.
Basically, you can die. But
Fine.
what happened is Marika at one point pulled it out of the Elden Ring. She took it out, and she had Malekith, which is her shadow, protect it in Farum Azula.
All right.
So after that, none of the gods or pretty much anyone could die per se. The demigods couldn't die. No god could die.
Yeah.
But what would happen to people is like it's a process called air tree burial or something like that or something. But their soul would go into the air tree, and then at some point their soul would enter a new body or something. So basically it's just infinite reincarnation. So you wouldn't necessarily die in a sense. Like your soul would never die. Your body, sure, yeah, but your soul would never die.
All right. Okay.
So, now we've been talking about Marika. You're wondering who's Marika? All right,
Yeah,
so Marika,
who?
right, is Marika was the first person to ever be chosen by the Greater Will to be basically she's a god. All right. She was the first. She's the only god in the like the full-blooded god in the series, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Or in the series. I say series even though there's no other game. It's just the one. It's just Elden Ring. But
Hey, I'm forgetting that too as you
the-
explain this.
Yeah, she's the only full-blooded god in the game. Now she had, like I said, the shadow Malekith. So Marika is an Empyrean, I believe. And Empyreans were each given shadows. Marika's shadow is called Malekith.
All right.
If you want to look that up, that's Malekith.
All right.
He's like a lion dog guy.
Lion dog guy. Cool. Malekith.
He's pretty cool. He's pretty chill. He has destined death. And he does, in his boss fight, he does damage of destined death, which it not only does damage over time, but it also decreases your max HP for a tiny bit.
Fun.
So that's just so fun.
That's just so fun. Oh, that's so
So
sick.
yeah, he's cool.
He's so cool.
Empyreans and shadows. So there's other Empyreans. I believe there's 2 actually. I think there's only 2.
All right.
There is Ronnie, and there is Godric. I'm not sorry, not Godric, Godfrey.
Yes.
At least there's 2 other people with shadows. There could be other Empyreans, but those are the only ones I know that have shadows. Or at least named shadows. Godric or Godfrey. There's too many G's, bro. I can't do this. Godfrey has
just too many G's.
George R. Martin, bro.
George R. Martin.
That's why there's so many people named with G, R, and M.
Goodness, I forgot this was George R. Martin. That makes so much sense.
Some of it, we don't even know how much he wrote. We have no idea. It's never been stated how much of the story he actually wrote.
Yeah.
But anywho, so Godfrey has what is it? Farish or something like that. He's just a lion, a spectral lion that's on his back. And it was given to him by Marika, for the purpose of quenching his bloodthirst, because Horlu, which is his real name, he's the chieftain of the Badlands, you know.
Yeah.
He's a warrior. He's a monster in the battlefield. He's always wanting more battle. But Marika's like, yeah, but you're the Elden Lord now, so you kind of have to act like it. So that's when Harish was given to Harash, whatever it is, the Lion Boy. That's when the Lion Boy was given to Godfrey to quench his bloodthirst. The other one is Ronnie. Now Ronnie has Blythe. It's so weird. I don't like the way his name is spelled and said. It's spelled B-L-I-A. No, it's Blaidd, but it's pronounced Blythe.
What?
Yep.
But that's
It's so
Blade.
fun. That's
But
nah, bro. It's Blythe. What are you talking about?
okay.
So Blythe is just he's a wolf boy. He's a big old wolf boy. He's like 9 feet tall, and he's just a wolf person.
He's just a
That's
wolf
about it.
person.
Yep. Now I believe Blythe is actually split up into 2 parts, which is the Baleful Shadow and Blythe himself. While the Baleful Shadow is the part of Blythe that still worships or still is loyal to the Greater Will.
Yeah.
And the other part is and Blythe himself is the part that's loyal to Ronnie, because mostly they're supposed to be loyal to both the Greater Will and the Empyrean that they're assigned to. But if the Empyrean were to break away from the Greater Will, they'd be split like Blythe is.
Yeah.
Now, we're actually going to talk about Godfrey himself.
Okay.
Or Horaloo, chieftain of the Badlands, next.
Mm-hmm.
So Godfrey, he's pretty chill.
All right.
So Godfrey, he's it's a fun boss fight. Let me tell you. Let me just.
Oh no,
it's so fun. But so he himself. So he married Marika, and he became the first Elden Lord.
Mm-hmm.
He had, I believe, 3 children.
All right.
Which children were they? Okay, so they were Moog, Morgott, Ron. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I believe so I believe they had Godwin.
Mm-hmm.
They had Godwin, Moog, and Morgott.
All right.
So yeah, so they had 3 children. They were pretty happy for a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then while there was a bunch of wars that were being waged, on because Godfrey is like this huge warrior, and they needed more land for the expansion of the Golden Order.
Yeah.
Which is the kingdom that Marika runs, or whatever, the Order, whatever it is. But after a time when there were no more lands to conquer, Marika banished Godfrey, and he became the first Tarnished. He and his Crucible Knights.
Okay.
So they were banished, and Marika basically just said, go and walk the earth, walk the Badlands, and he went to the Badlands, and he just fought, and he became the chieftain of the Badlands.
All right.
That's where he got the name, Horaloo, chieftain of the Badlands, because Horaloo is his actual name. And he became the chieftain of the Badlands, as nobody could face him and live.
Yeah.
So Marika, gets rid of Godfrey, and then so we're gonna leave that where it is for a bit. We're gonna talk about this guy called Radagon. So Radagon, same difference. So Radagon marries. So Radagon is like, we don't know what he was leading, or like what army or what kingdom he was leading, but he was in Larunia. He had 2 wars with Rhea Lucaria.
2 of them?
Yeah, 2. The first one was a tie.
All right.
The second one, he ended. It was a peace, so it was like, I suppose it was also a tie, but it was like they both, no, not really, because both sides won, because they had a peace broker. So Radagon actually ends up marrying the leader of the other army, Renala. Queen Renala, of the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. So Radagon has a couple children with Renala. He has Ronnie, he has Rykard, and he has Radon. Those are the 3 three children of Renala and Radagon. Now all three of them, I think all three of them might be Empyreans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I know for sure Ronnie is because Blythe and such, but I don't know. So after that though, Radagon leaves Renala and joins with Marika
Mm-hmm.
because Marika was just like, "Hey, you should come over here," and she did. He did.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, it's weird. It's because do you know how I said that Blythe was split into two pieces
Yeah.
earlier?
Mm-hmm.
So is Marika. Marika is split into two pieces. Herself, which is Marika, and then Radagon.
All right.
Radagon's like the part of her that's most loyal to the greater will, and Marika is pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
So Radagon joins Marika. They get married. They have 3 more children, which makes the total of 9 demigods, plus the other one, which we don't know who the parents are or how his lineage works. Actually,
Fun.
there's 2, because there's him. He's
Mhm.
just weird. We'll talk about him later. I mean, not really. We're just gonna say his name and move on.
All right. Fun.
Basically, because we know nothing about him. He has 3 children, which are Mikola, Melania, and
Mhm.
Melina.
Ah. Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Obviously, so what happens is now I don't know if this is because they're incest babies because
Forgot about
they're
that.
basically the same person.
Uh-huh.
But Melania, Mikola, and Melina each have their own like different thing.
Yeah.
So Melania is cursed by rot.
Oh.
She's constantly dying.
That's fun.
Mikola is forever a child. He cannot grow up.
Ooh. Okay.
He literally physically cannot grow up. And Melina, something's wrong with her eye. Like, just look up Melina real quick.
Melina?
Here, Melina.
I got it. Melina.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, I got it. Elden Ring. Melina.
Yeah, something's wrong with her eye. Like, I don't know what it is, but something's wrong here.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Literally no idea what's wrong with her eye.
That's
But
pretty goofy.
Yeah, she got a weird tattoo on her eye.
That's
and it's just
goofy.
weird.
That's pretty goofy.
But I have no idea what it is, and I don't know if it's ever even mentioned
Mm-hmm.
in the story.
It's just
So,
there for like aesthetic.
Although it does change actually in the cutscene for one of the endings. If you look up Melon here, I'll share my screen.
Where are you going?
1 second.
Oh, are you sharing your screen? Got it.
Hey,
Oh, I mean, it would be faster if I just looked it up, but you know
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You're doing
I'm
it.
doing it.
You're doing it.
I'm
All
doing
right.
it.
Cool.
I'm sharing my screen now.
All right. Yeah. That's a weird eye thing.
This.
All right. Live. Yes, I see. Stream
Yeah,
just started.
So her
Get
eye
in here.
opens and her other one's kind of blind.
Uh-huh.
Also, her hair is a different color.
All right.
So
Sharing
I don't
your
know
screen.
what's going on there. Haha, eye.
Haha, eye. All
Yeah,
right. Can I
eye.
open it in another tab? No? Yes?
Anywho, but
All right, fine.
yeah. So I don't know what the difference there is or why it changed or anything.
Uh-huh.
But basically, I don't know. I can't. There's no basically about it. I have absolutely no idea what's going on with Melina and her eyes.
Yeah.
So after that, so yeah, Radagon is Marika. They're two peas in a pod. Actually, they're 1 pea in a pod.
1 pea in a pod.
Yeah, because they're the same person.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, Ronnie wants to, like, I don't even know why. I don't remember why she did this, but or no, she wanted her soul to leave her body so she wouldn't have to serve the greater will anymore. But the only way to do that was to use. So what she did is she stole the rune of death, or a fragment of the rune of death from Malekith, and what she did is she killed herself and she killed Godwin simultaneously. But because it happened simultaneously, Godwin died in body alone, and or no, I'm sorry, Godwin died in spirit, and Ronnie died in body. So Ronnie's body is dead, but her soul is just fine. So what she does is she had somebody else build her a doll body, and she put her soul into that, and then that's the Ronnie we see in the game. Is just the doll. You can actually see her body, because you can get both fragments of the Rune of Death that she stole. So you can get those, and that's actually how you get one of the endings. Is you fuse them together and you use that to repair the Elden Ring. And it brings about the Age of Death, or the Duskborn, which is actually going to be very important in the DLC, because it's going to cover, at least I believe, it's going to cover Miquella and Godwin heavily. So after that, so Godwin's dead in spirit, and Ronnie's just kind of weird. Marika's really sad, and she shatters the Elden Ring, which is where all the great runes and all the different runes come into play. Because she shatters it and she gives all the great runes to demigods. Yeah. And for some reason she gives one to Renala, or Renala comes into possession of one. I suppose it's also possible that the great rune Renala has is Ronnie's great rune. So yeah, I don't personally know how it works, or how she got that, but she has one. It's weird. I don't know how. Somebody could explain it to me. I'll understand. But yeah, so Marika shatters the Elden Ring, which leads to a lot of wars happening. Marika is imprisoned by the Greater Will in the Erd Tree. We don't know about that until like the end of the game, because you see her. You don't figure it out until you actually see her. And that's the final boss fight, is Radagon and the Elden Beast.
Oh, okay.
Because what happens is you walk into the Erd Tree, you see Marika imprisoned. Marika turns into Radagon, and Radagon fights you. You beat Radagon, and then Radagon turns into the sword that the Elden Beast uses. And then you fight the Elden Beast.
Cool.
And then you beat the game. So after that, the death of so the demigods all get their great rune. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the great runes.
Great runes, yes.
And what they do.
All right.
So Moog's great rune. We're gonna go in order of like when they were born. Or like just basically just the first ones that appeared. Moog, or Godwin first. We don't know if he had a great rune. I doubt it, because he died before the shattering. Yeah. Because his death is the thing that caused the shattering, so I doubt he would have had a great rune.
That makes sense.
Moog, Lord of Blood. His blessing, or his great rune, grants a blessing of blood to summon phantoms and imparts a phantom great rune upon successful invasion, which means that it heals the player 10% of their max health when a spirit summon kills an enemy.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Morgott, like we said earlier, increases the max health by 25%. It is applied after all other buffs. So if you had like a buff that boosted your health by 25%, this would boost another 25%.
All right.
Well, it would boost the total of 25%. So
Mhm.
if you, let's say you had 1,000 and you had a boost that did it a 25%, Morgoth's Great Rune would then boost your health, because your health is now, it would boost your health after the other buff. So it would boost 1,250 by 25%.
Mhm.
Ronnie is unknown. Radahn's Great Rune, which is actually pretty good. It increases your HP, your stamina, and your FP, which is like your mana, by 15%.
All right.
Rykard's restores 80%, or restores 80 HP plus 7% of the player's max HP every time an enemy is defeated, which is probably the second worst one behind Mohg's. Melania's Great Rune, I'd say is the third best. While this rune is active, getting hit will activate a small window of about 5 seconds where dealing damage will slightly restore HP up to the amount before you got hit.
All
Mikola
right.
is unknown. Mikola probably does have a great rune.
Mhm.
Melina, unknown, although it may be the reason why you can level up. That's my opinion. I believe her great
Mhm.
rune would probably just be the reason why you can level up with her.
Yeah.
Godric raises all attributes by 5, and Godefroy, which is the other guy I said we weren't going to talk about a whole lot because we know literally nothing about him. He doesn't
Uh-huh.
possess one. At least we don't think he does.
Okay.
I believe he is I believe he is a demigod of some sort, but I don't know. Okay, yeah. So Renala's isn't on here. So Renala's just allows you to respec your character and recreate your character.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
like you can, it's just character customization and respecking. So after that, a whole bunch of wars happen after
Mhm.
after the shattering.
Yeah.
I believe the most prominent one is the one that happens in Caelid,
Mhm.
between Melania and Radahn.
Mhm.
What happens? I don't even know why it happened, but for some reason they ended up fighting, um, because they were like so equal in power or something, or no one was going to win, or at least I don't think anyone was going to win, or if it was, so I think it was either no one, it was going to be a tie, or Radahn had the upper hand. But
Mm.
due to one of those two options, Melania bloomed, which means that she used her scarlet rot powers because she is in fact a god of some sort, or
Yeah.
she's the vessel for a god.
Mhm.
Um, she bloomed and
Ah.
corrupted Radahn and the entirety of Caelid, the
Oh, she
entire region.
the entire area.
That's why if you look up Caelid for me,
All
just
right.
look up Caelid.
All right.
It's Caelid.
Okay, Caelid, Elden Ring. And the entire thing's just corrupted?
Yeah, you see how it's all
Oh,
red?
okay.
You see
Yeah,
all
I see
that?
that. I see that.
That is it has only one cause, and that cause is because Melania used her Scarlet Bloom on Radahn. If that never
Ah.
happened,
Uh-huh.
we could have seen Caelid in its prime.
But
We have no
nope.
idea what Caelid looked like before the war.
Before that, yeah.
Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Dang.
and we'll most likely never know,
Mhm.
because it would be impossible to know unless there was like some sort of time traveling thing, which would be cool, but I doubt it's gonna happen.
I
Um,
mean,
the
it could.
DLC could add that, but I highly doubt it. Um, it will either take us. It's most likely going to take us to the future.
Yeah.
If anything, although it could take, no, it's 100% the future, because it's the shadow of the Air Tree. It takes place after the main game.
Yeah.
So and Mikola plays a big part, obviously, as he's in the cover.
Uh-huh.
He's on the cover poster for it.
Yeah.
Um, So there's that war. At some point, there was a war between Landell and Radon.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it? Radon or Landell won actually.
Oh. All right.
So yeah, Landell won because what is it? Morgott pushed them back because
Mhm.
Morgott was actually governing over Landell in the absence of Godric or Godfrey, Marika, and Radagon.
Yeah.
Because what Radagon's doing at this whole time is he's trying to repair the Elden Ring this entire time. He's failing, but he's trying to repair the Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the last thing we'll cover the endings, or not the endings. We'll cover the we'll cover the people, the other tarnished that are referenced in the beginning of the story.
Fun.
So the first one is Horlu, Chieftain of the Badlands. We've already talked about that guy.
Yeah.
The
Horlu.
second one, another one, I think there's 6 in total,
Mhm.
is the ever brilliant Gold Mask. He has an
Gold
ending,
Mask.
which is basically he reforms the Golden Order that Marika had in a
Okay.
better way,
Oh.
at least to him.
Neato.
So he reforms the Golden Order, and that's basically what his ending is.
Oh yeah.
There is the Dung Eater.
I've
Basically,
seen Dung
he just
Eater,
wants
yes.
to corrupt everybody. Basically,
Mhm.
what he does is his ending causes. Basically, when you die, you actually die.
Oh
Is what
shoot.
his ending. Because what it is they're omens. He takes horns of omens. Omens are people who, like, if they were to die, they won't go. Their soul won't go into the Erdtree.
Yeah.
And that's what Morgott and Moog are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I never even covered it. So Morgott and Moog were omens born of royal blood. So what they did is they were thrown into the sewers,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just forgotten about, basically. Moog, liked being an omen, and he basically embraced it, while Morgott did the opposite. He hated it, and he just tried to forget about it or something like that. And he embraced the Golden Order.
Okay.
And that's why they're wildly different, even though they're twins. So what was I talking about? Yeah, love some Dung Eater. So basically, what he does is he makes curses that causes people to actually die. And you get basically in his ending, you just destroy the Erdtree, basically. In
Okay.
the end cutscene, the Erdtree is completely destroyed. I believe it's
Okay.
just gone, or it's rotted or something like that.
That's not fun.
Oh, because people will just die now. Like, there's
Yeah.
no. Although it's never stated if there's an afterlife in the game, so
So-
there could be. I don't know.
There could be.
It's never stated. I don't think it's ever stated in any Souls game if there's an afterlife. I don't think there is, because people just respawn, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a canonical reason why they do in each Souls game. What is it? So after that, there's Fia, the deathbed companion. Basically, what she wants to bring about is she wants those who live in death, which are like the undead, which are caused by Godwin's body. So Godwin's body is actually deep underground at the roots of the Erdtree.
Uh-huh.
He was placed there and hoping that he would heal.
Mm-hmm.
And Sophia basically happened is he infected some of the Erdtree roots and caused Deathroot to show up, which caused undead people and undead things to show up, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So basically everything undead links back to Godwin.
Mm-hmm. All right. Wow. I just got like
Never ending. There is.
what the
Oh, I think it's just one more. Yeah. So it's Sir Gideon Ofnir.
all right.
He doesn't have an ending.
He doesn't?
He is weird. He basically just follows you throughout the entire game. You don't know about it, but he basically just follows you throughout the entire game, and then he's a
Uh-huh.
boss. He's actually a
Oh.
joke because he has a monologue, and you can just go up and hit him during
Oh,
it. You can just
sick.
go up and run at him, and you can just kill him. But
I
also,
love
if you
those
let him finish
fights.
the monologue, he's actually incredibly difficult, but no one ever does it.
Yeah.
No one ever lets him finish the monologue, so it doesn't matter. So he's a joke boss. But if
Mhm.
you were to let him finish the monologue, it would take possibly more than one try.
Yeah. It's like the electrocutioner
And then
in
it
Arkham.
yeah. And then the
Anyways.
game opens up with you and the game opens up by covering you. Basically
Mhm.
just says, and one more tarnished of no regard.
Oh, dang.
Knows you. You're just a tarnished. But you
Uh-huh.
are you were chosen by Melina to take her to the air tree and do all of this thing. So basically, you're the chosen one. Yeah.
Yay.
But that's about all I have.
That's all? All right.
I mean, next episode, I suppose I could go, if you want me back, we could do a two-parter where I cover what happens through the actual game itself.
Ooh, that would be fun.
But this is basically just everything that happens before the game.
This is everything before the game?
Yeah.
Just before the game.
Yeah, and then basically.
Shoot.
So basically everything I talked about except for the endings happened before the game.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. I had always been told that like Souls games, like the lore is absolutely insane and like is one of the things that comes first, but like
Yeah, 100%.
wow. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. I don't It's good lore. That's all I gotta say. That's good lore. As someone
Oh yeah.
who has never played any of the Soulsborne games, oh boy, does that make me want to play them. Like, goodness.
Yeah,
Whew.
and like I didn't explain it the best. I know there's people who basically their entire YouTube channels and their entire livelihoods are just explaining Souls lore and
Yeah.
Soul stuff. Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
I know
mean,
stuff
I'm
like
all
that.
for it. It's like I've learned so much about the lore from so
those
many
channels.
different YouTubers on
Uh-huh.
there. And it's so interesting. Every time I see one, I walk away with at least one more tidbit of knowledge that I didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's always interesting.
Mhm.
I'd recommend watching at least a couple videos.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like that with Zelda lore videos. I got a few Zelda lore
Yeah.
channels that I watch, and like, yeah, it's like that. Anyways, we are literally just passing the hour mark, for just this segment. So I'm gonna end it off here. I was thinking of making this episode like labeled as like a bonus episode because of the long length.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like edited all fancy like and all that, but it's gonna come like midway through the week. It's gonna be like that's what I'm gonna do with all the guest episodes. I think I'm gonna
Alright.
make them bonuses because they're very different from the main show.
Yeah.
But just as much work put into them, and bonus makes it sound very special. Makes it sound real special. So yeah, thank you for joining me, Cleetus. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Yeah, I'll have to invite you back at some point because that was super fun.
Yeah.
yeah. This has been Courage, Wisdom, Power. I'm gonna see if I have this prepared this time around. But yeah, follow the Instagram if you haven't already. Go to the brand new Discord. We have the name for it in the bio. And then just search for it because I don't know how to link my Discord to Spotify, so I'm not gonna try to. Buy some of that merch, sweet merch. Oh boy, do I love my merch! I love the designs we got. One of them got taken down recently. That was really fun. The Zelda.
What happened?
So I put out the T-shirt that said, "Ask me about the Zelda timeline, I dare you."
Yeah.
And like a day later, it got taken down because it had the word Zelda.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
Nintendo for you.
That's Nintendo for you. Let's hope the Mass Effect shirt does better.
Oh, the Mass Effect shirt will do better because it's not a Nintendo product.
Because it's not Nintendo. But it's EA though, is the thing. And EA likes money.
They're still better than Nintendo.
When it comes to like copyright, yeah.
Literally anything is better than Nintendo when it comes to copyright.
That's true. That's very true. Anyways, I'll read over the mission statement real quick since I didn't do that at the beginning, and I really, really like it. So thank you guys so much for listening. This has been Courage, Wisdom, Power, where listeners gain the courage to stand up for the faith, the wisdom to speak God's word, and the power to live for God in everything we do. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.